An animal cruelty case that involved more than 100 animals has ended in a plea deal that Tulsa's Humane Society calls extremely disappointing. Two people accused in the crime received deferred sentences this week. 2 News Oklahoma's Shay Smith has more on why the Humane Society is so concerned and what the district attorney's office says in response.
I spoke to a board member for the Humane Society of Tulsa, and she told me the deferred sentences are disheartening. But I also spoke with the first assistant district attorney, and he says they tried their best to find a middle ground.
When you have a case that you build knowing it's going to be an animal cruelty case, so you're taking extra diligent work to dot all your I's, cross all your T's, make sure every little thing is documented, then for that to be turned over to the DA's office and have a deferred given, that's really disheartening.
Tulsa County deputies searched a home in Collinsville in December after receiving a tip about neglected animals. Law enforcement ended up calling the Humane Society of Tulsa to help them after they say they found more than 120 animals, including chickens, goats, a pigeon, and a donkey, many of them weak and hungry in unsanitary conditions. They say at least 14 animals were already dead, and despite their best efforts, others died in the days following, including a goat too weak to eat or stand. The district attorney charged Samuel Smith and Nadine Garrett with 20 counts of animal cruelty. However, in a plea deal, 15 of those charges were dropped and the couple received deferred sentences. The Humane Society says that upsets them after spending hundreds of hours working on the case, gathering evidence, and spending thousands on lab reports and experts.
For that to be pled out on a 3 deferred, so no conviction, and 15 of those counts, counts 6 through 20 being dismissed, no formal supervision, there's nothing to stop them from getting more animals and this happening again.
The DA's office says there were several reasons why they accepted their plea deal and gave them deferred sentences.
When looking at all the factors that we talked about, poverty, divorce, the lack of maiming or anything like that, we determined that since they were first time in the system, that they needed to have a probationary sentence. We have other people on the other side that argue we're putting too many people in prison.
The DA's office also says they walk a fine line between those that want someone to spend the rest of their life in prison and those that think someone shouldn't even be prosecuted. But the Humane Society says they want to see a change in how these cases are prosecuted. Now, Samuel Smith was offered a 3-year deferred sentence, Nadine Garrett an 18-month deferred. If they successfully complete probation, they will not go to prison. Shay Smith, 2 News Oklahoma.